Alright, so today we're going to be ranking every single game engine that I could think of. Now, some context to the incredibly biased perspective that you're getting. I am a game development student who has been using Unity for most of my life, and I'm making my own game engine because I'm so fed up with it. So let's start with the obvious. Unity immediately goes into the Unity tier. All of the decisions that the Unity team made make sense on their own, but they were all the wrong decisions. And so Unity is going all the way at the bottom. Next we have Unreal Engine, and Unreal is in a similar boat to Unity, but I didn't have to use it as much, so it's a little bit better. It also has multiplayer and networking actually built into the engine, whereas with Unity it has to be added on top. And doing multiplayer in Unity is always super hacky and nothing ever works right. Okay, so next is RenPy. This is if you want to make visual novels with a Python-like scripting language, and it knows its place, it does its place well. It can only make visual novels, but it makes it pretty easy to make visual novels. And I think if you're making a visual novel, then you don't really care about having super crazy gameplay or anything. And so Python is actually a pretty good choice for that. So that is going to go into, I'm going to say A tier. After that, we have Monogame. This is basically a framework that lets you make games cross-platform with C#. It's not really a game engine, it's more like halfway between using a game engine and making your own game engine. And I get the appeal of that. It makes it easy to do cross-platform stuff, but for me, it's kind of a middle ground, and I'd rather pick a side. So I'm gonna put this one, let's say C tier. Alright, next up is Scratch. Scratch is goated, Scratch is classic, Scratch is an S tier. S tier for Scratch. Next is Click Team Fusion. I don't actually really know anything about how this works. All I know is that 3Clicks Philip uses it, so this is going in A tier. Next we have Godot. Godot is pretty promising. I wouldn't really use it for too much, but I like how it works, I like how it looks, I like the decisions that they made, and it's definitely better than Unreal and Unity, so this is going into B tier. Okay, next we've got the Love 2D engine. Now this is also a framework like Monogame, but it works with Lua instead of C#, and I think it's actually a lot simpler to use than Monogame. Monogame is like really complex to set up, and so Love 2D, I want to put a tier above that in B tier. Balatro was made with this, by the way. Alright, next, CryEngine. Honestly, I'm not too big of a fan of this, but it's definitely better than Unreal, so I'm going to put that in C tier. And then Pygame. Pygame is going in D tier because why would you want to make a game in Python? That does not seem like fun. Minecraft. Now, you can make a lot of games in Minecraft. There is the bonus where a lot of stuff is done for you, like the movement. You've got like a good base to work off of, but actually making gameplay mechanics in Minecraft is not easy. You've got to do a lot of stuff messing with files and commands and data packs and probably even making like server mods and plugins. A lot of it isn't even really supported by the game itself. So I'm going to put this in C tier. Next we have Game Maker. Undertale and Deltarune were made with this, and I think this hits a good balance of making stuff easy to make while also giving you a lot of freedom. So I'm going to put this one in S tier. idTech. idTech is a fantastic engine. It has some of the best technical programmers out there, or had until they all got fired. But I'm going to put idTech either in A tier or B tier. It's not open, you can't use it yourself, it's completely proprietary, but I think because of all the technical achievements that they had making it, I'm going to put it in A tier. Next is Geometry Dash. Making anything in Geometry Dash is a pain in the ass. Scratch at least makes it easy to make stuff if you're like a kid and you're learning to program, but Geometry Dash is just awful, so that is going in D tier. Next is Rage. This is Rockstar's engine. It's pretty similar to idTech in terms of the amount of technical achievement that it has, but the games feel a bit floaty sometimes. Even though they look really great and they're huge open worlds, the AI is really great, the physics are really great. I think I'm going to put this a tier below idTech. Let's do B tier, just because it doesn't run as well and it doesn't feel as responsive. And to be honest, I'm kind of biased because of the Quake legacy from idTech. It's got that Half-Life DNA in it. So next is Flash. Flash isn't really that easy to use. I mean, you can't even use it anymore. It's been completely deprecated. But the games that came out of that era were so great, and there were so many of them. But I don't think that earns it a spot in S tier. I think Flash is going to have to stay in A tier. So let's reverse these. Let's do Source first and then Source 2. So Source Engine, I don't think it gets to be an S tier because it's a complete piece of mess. It's all spaghetti code. Adding anything to it is a pain in the ass. The developers didn't even want to keep using it. I'm going to put it in either A tier or B tier. I'm thinking A tier because it has such a great legacy to it. It's easy to make maps for it. I mean, not really easy, but you know, Hammer is legendary. It's a classic tool. And so many great things have come out of Source Engine modding. I think that earns it a spot in A tier. Next is Source 2. This is just a direct upgrade to Source, but it doesn't have that legendary aura that Source Engine has, so I'm gonna put that down in B tier. Maybe even C tier, because it's honestly not too technically impressive. It really just does what it does pretty well, good enough for what it needs. So either B tier or C tier. I think I'm going to do B tier. And finally, we have Roblox. I think you know where I'm going to put this. S tier. Roblox has a job to do, and it does it perfectly. Its physics engine is really good. It makes multiplayer really easy. And those are two of the hardest things to do for a game engine, so I'm going to have to put it in S tier. And it's not just a game engine, it's also like a gaming platform. Alright, so that's the tier list. Final rankings, here they are. If you'd like to use this yourself, I'm going to link it in the description. And yeah, that's it. See ya.